Hello, friends and family and friends. Welcome once again to the latest episode of Grover Takeover. I am MT Grover. You know that I am the Grover. So, I would like to make sure that before we even do anything else, let me go ahead and get this part out of the way. Make sure that you like, make sure that you comment, make sure that you share, make sure that you subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. If not, that's okay too. It's great that you guys watch on Facebook. I've realized most of my viewers come from Facebook. I have no problems with that as long as you are watching. In fact, I want to do something a little different this week. I kind of feel like I need to shout out some of my viewers because there's some of you that I know do not miss an episode of this show, and I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. LaTanya Ross Tucker, I see you out there. Y'all go check her out on her Facebook page. This month she has been showing out for Black History. She's been showing out. She'll give you some tips on how to spoil your child rotten. Or how to appreciate the fact that you have a wonderful kid. I also want to do a shout out to Tamika Cersei. I know that you have a super busy life. I hope you're staying warm up there. I see you too. Welcome to this fourth week. It is the last week of Black History Month. I could have gave you another dashiki, you know, I could have, because I got plenty of them in the closet. I decided to give you something different. I hope you can see this. I explained last week that it's really hard for me to stand up this shirt is beautiful. I got it from shout outs to Josco. I'll put that down there. I wanted to show that off. You get the gist of it. You see her. You see this African queen. You see what she's doing. I really have to jump right into this week's episode. Kim Kardashian has finally gone ahead and filed for divorce from Kanye West. She babysat this man for almost 7 years and she's tired of it. Now, there is no surprise. She has been public about the way that throughout the course of their relationship and marriage, she had to keep him on course with his medication. Kanye West is crazy, y'all. He's got plenty of mental issues. He needs a lot of help and mental attention. And he does take medication. And she has, she's made it very clear that she's been the one to keep him on his meds, for the last 8 years. They've been married for like 7. So for the last 8 years, she has been his focus, and she has kept him on the rails, because when he goes off the rails, we all know what happens. But either way, she has gone ahead and filed for divorce. It does appear that there are 2 prenuptial agreements in place, and they both seem to be trying to do this amicably. They both also seem to be trying to honor the prenuptials. Now, it has become public knowledge that Kim Kardashian is to receive $1 million for every year that they were married. So off rip, she's getting $7 million. A lot of people don't realize that they built that enormous house in Calabasas, in California. The house they built together. But the piece of property, the land, that huge estate, all those acres of land that the house sit on belonged to Kim. Kim acquired the land herself before she was ever with Kanye. Then they got together. Let's build a dream home. They sit it on this piece of land. Now, please, this is something. Comment down below. What do you think? Does he have any real right to that house? The house is sitting on her property. She can't pick the property up and move it. So he might as well just go ahead and just relinquish the house and let her have it. In my opinion, that's what I think. I mean, this is my show. I'm going to say what I feel. I feel like, though, that a lot of people might have a lot of different opinions. This would be a very interesting topic. You guys go ahead and comment down in this. I'll bring this back because I want to hear what you guys have to say about it. It's been said that there's some $2 billion+ worth of money and assets that could be squabbled and fought over. Right now, I don't think that's their biggest issue. I feel like the biggest thing for them is the children. They have 4 beautiful kids together, some of the cutest kids you've ever seen in your life. And I feel like that they are both going to try to make this as amicable as possible. Kanye does not seem to be contesting anything that Kim is going along with. She filed for divorce and he kind of did not even protest or anything. He seems to be going along. Maybe he took the medicine this week. We don't know. We'll see what goes on next week and the weeks after, because loose cannon is a cannon now, and it's loose. Making sure, because Kim, she petitioned, she wants them to have joint custody. So even though the man is crazy, I wouldn't trust him around my children, but hey, that's her baby daddy. So she wants to trust him. She wants to have joint custody between the two of them. So I feel like that she's really, they're both trying to work this out the best way they can, get it over. So I had to start with that. Kim Kardashian is one of my favorite people. I love just to look at her. I love to listen to her talk. I love to listen to her vocal fry, like all of that. It's just great to me. So I'm going to leave the Kim Ye. I hate to even break it. We can't call him Kim Ye no more. Now. But I got to move on to this cancerous, disastrous, diseaserous senator. Now, I want you to understand something. You people sit around, and I don't give a crap if you're a Democrat, Republican. I do not like to talk about a lot of political stuff. I don't give a crap about the political views, but I'm about to talk about Ted Cruz. This sorry son of a really took his behind. Now, everybody knows that Ted Cruz is a senator in Texas. We all know that Texas just had the blizzard for the first time in their lives. Everybody's down there. They don't have no power, no water to drink. All this other stuff is crazy stuff. They barely had food for days. They're out standing in big lines, getting help. And Senator Ted Cruz, who, mind you, ran for president, he was right after Trump last time. Y'all Republicans, woo, you really know how to pick them, don't you? Don't ya? You know how to pick them. You know how to tell us who's who. You know how to tell us what we need as a people. You don't even know how to pick your own candidates, because you went around here and picked somebody who deserted his home state. This Senator Ted Cruz, who, while the entire state was going through this entire disastrous time and period, decided that he was going to pick up and get his family and go to Cancun, Mexico for a resort visit, put their hands back and kick back with their legs crossed while y'all sat over there in Texas and froze to death. It's not even so much about the fact that the man went away. Yeah, that sucks. As a normal Texan or whatever state you're from, if there's a crisis going on, you happen to be rich and you pick up and you go somewhere else, that's your business. Problem. Ted Cruz, you're a senator. You didn't know you was a senator? You forgot what they elected you to? You forgot what you ran for? He's not up for re-election again until 2024, so they're stuck with him, even though they're calling for for him to resign. This man was a fan of Trump. He ain't gonna resign from anything. He still wants some more of that money so he can go on some more trips to Cancun. Either way, y'all elected him. You sat him up there. He decided to go to Cancun while y'all froze to death because his house didn't have any power or heat and he was cold. So he went to Cancun. Biggest problem. This man decided it was a good idea when he got caught and he started seeing the headlines of where people were complaining about it. He blamed it on his children. His children are 10 and 12. Talking about he was just being a good father because his daughters suggested that they go to Cancun. Lies. Lies and deceit. You can make it up all you want to, but you're not making no sense to me or to anybody else with any common sense. Your children are 12 and 10 years old. You take them. Oh, they had to go stay with their friend. They were at their friend's house because they were cold in their house. You left that dog up in there. You didn't think we saw them pictures? They not only went to Cancun, Mexico, they left the dog in the house. The poor little dog sitting up at the window, cold, in the cold with no electricity and heat. I guess they put some extra food and water down for him, left him there to fend for himself. Be clear. People were freezing to death in their cars, dying and carrying on. But the dog, oh, he's a trooper. He must be the strongest member of the Cruz family. Now be clear that once he got down there, he realized that there was an entire internet uproar about the fact that he abandoned his state, the state where he was elected a senator, a state where he decided that he was for the people, by the people, a state where he resides in. Now, once the story broke that he had left the country and that they were in Cancun, not only did the story break, the wife, Mrs. Cruz, before they left, had sent out a mass tweet to some of their friends and colleagues to suggest that they come along with them. Nobody took the bait. You want to know why? Because nobody is as dumb as the Cruz family, apparently, because they were not going to go and just abandon when all these other people are suffering. Not only did they not take the bait, they turned right around and they told on them. They submitted all of the stuff to the news, let everybody know what they were planning to do. Ted Cruz turns around and comes home the very next day, which was on a Thursday. They left on a Wednesday. He came home on Thursday and then tried to play it off as if he was going to come back anyway the very next day. No, you wasn't. No, you wasn't. Lying, full of it. You wasn't coming back nowhere. You intended to stay your crazy behind down there in down there in Mexico until that Sunday. You just, when you got caught, and they started talking about you, and you realized that it was going to be bad, and you know you want to be reelected, and you probably want to run for president again someday, that's when you decide to bring your sorry behind home, and after you abandoned all those people and left them there just to freeze to death. That's you people, Senator. You guys know so much. You know so much. You want to elect them and put them up there, but then when they do crazy stuff, they'll still try to pretend like he probably didn't do anything in 4 years when he tries to run the president again. Here's what it is. Ted Cruz is a loser, y'all. Ted Cruz abandoned y'all. He don't want y'all to know it, but I want you to. Either way, Dan left the dog, blamed it on the children. The wife said that the friends were a-holes for sharing the text messages. They had no intention. Ted Cruz is selfish, been selfish, didn't just get selfish yesterday, has had enough of my time. I'm about to move right along. Right along. I want to talk about Megan Thee Stallion. Megan Thee Stallion was given the opportunity to grace the cover of Harper's Bazaar. Everybody knows that Harper's Bazaar is a huge fashion icon of a magazine. Here comes in the problem, because you know I don't talk about it unless it's a problem. But herein lies the problem. Megan's fans jumped to what they were thinking is her defense in saying that it was a sorry shoot. They were saying that she did not look good. Now, we all know that Megan Thee Stallion is a beautiful, beautiful girl. Beautiful woman, 26 years old. They don't call her the Stallion for nothing. She's like 5'10", 5'11". When she wears those tall shoes, you think about a woman that's 5'10", 5'11". If she's got on some 5 or 6 inch heels, that makes her 6'3", 6'4", 6'2", like, come on now. If that ain't a stallion, I never seen one. But regardless of that, she's beautiful in the process. She's a natural beauty. In the issue, they decided to feature her that way. So Harper's Bazaar, she's wearing her natural hair. Be clear, Megan Thee Stallion has a head full of really long, pretty hair. You know, when you guys want to say everybody's got a weave. When you got money to pay somebody to take care of your hair, black women can grow long hair. There's this huge misconception that black women cannot grow long hair. Every woman in my family has long hair or has had long hair at one time. Yeah, black women can grow long hair if you take care of it the right way and do the right things to it. That's neither here nor there. Megan Thee Stallion is featured natural in all of her shots. Her fans jumped to her defense, trying to say that Harper's Bazaar did her wrong. They need to do a do-over. They need to do another shoot, because they don't know how to, if they don't know how to shoot black women, they should say so, and this, that, and the other. Now, this is my thing right here. No, some of the pictures were not the best pictures she's ever taken because she did not have on sparkly nails and a big wig or a long extension weave or sparkly performance outfit. Some of the stuff was very simplistic, and I feel like they went for a look that was completely opposite of what her normal look and her normal persona is. This is the thing for me. I don't give a damn if they put Megan Thee Stallion in a trash bag with some burlap sacks tied around her ankle and a scarecrow crown on her head made of pine straw. Harper's Bazaar is a huge magazine. I'm sure they paid her quite a bit of money to do this. And that is literally, because she's on the cover of Harper's Bazaar, it is a cultural shift because they are notorious for only considering a certain body type to be fashion. Let's not even get into how they are notorious for considering a certain skin color to be fashion. So for her to be featured in this magazine is a huge thing. I know, now do not get me wrong, ain't nobody stupid. We all know that Harper's Bazaar only featured her because she's the hottest new thing right now. She is what Cardi B was 2-3 years ago. So she's the hottest thing right now. So this is going to give them not only younger readers, but also urban readers. And one thing that we know for sure, and that they know for certain, is that brown people are directly responsible for making a lot of things popular, especially fashion trends and fashion things. So you can jump on this and say you were upset. You don't think Megan looked great. She's a beautiful girl. She can't really take bad pictures. It's kind of hard because looking at her in her natural state, she doesn't always need the big eyelashes and the face full of makeup and a large wig or a super long weave, especially when she's got hair down to the middle of her back. The girl has a head full of freaking hair of her own that they styled and she wore. Like, you have to really kind of see the bigger picture here. Not the deeper, the bigger picture here. And that's that a girl like Megan Thee Stallion from Houston, Texas, 26 years old, so fresh in the beginning of her career, is even featured on a magazine like that. Like, what are you talking about? It's Harper's Bazaar. And I'm not saying that they're right for not featuring women of color all the time, but don't just jump on the bandwagon to say that they didn't know what they were doing or that they did her wrong. Please be clear that when these celebrities go and they do these photo shoots, they approve these pictures. So there wasn't a single picture, I guarantee you, that got put in that magazine that she did not only see, but approve. So if she was okay with it, I feel like you, who don't have nothing to do with it, might want to stay out of it because you just sound crazy. I wanted to talk about that because that's been all over the, headlines. I got to talk about down in Florida, in Jacksonville, Florida, where Kenyatta Gordon. Now, you may not know who Kenyatta Gordon is, but I'm about to tell you real quick, because Kenyatta Gordon thought it was a good idea to rob a bank. I'm going to get to why it was some pure foolishness and help you to understand why I need to know what is happening. But first, what I want to do is tell you what happened in the situation. These people at Regions Bank, they get a guest that comes in. They're trying to help the lady. The lady wants them to put a fraud protection on her account. Now, anybody that has a bank account and has had a bank account for any period of time, you know that when you go to the bank or you go online or you do anything to your account, that the bank holds so that you can't do too much crazy stuff because somebody could be doing something fraudulent. There, she wanted to put fraud protection, but she doesn't know what fraud protection does. She had the teller to put the fraud protection on her account. Then as soon as she did, she tried to withdraw money. Ma'am? Miss Gordon? Oh, when they told Kenyatta Kenyatta, the lady's name is Kenyatta. When they told Kenyatta she couldn't get that money out, she showed her behind. She done cursed the people out. She done threatened the people. She gonna kill everybody in the bank. The teller got so scared. And I don't know who this teller was. They need to interview her since they interview all the rest of these idiots that do crazy stuff. The teller gave her all the money that was in the drawer she was sitting in front of, which was only $100. Either way, you might be wondering why I am talking about this to begin with. I'm going to tell you why. Because please be clear that Kenyatta has been in a wheelchair ever since I started telling this story, and long before she came in the bank rolling around in a wheelchair. She was in an electric wheelchair, and that became her getaway car. She took that $100 because she probably didn't even count it, doesn't matter, but she fled the bank. And she was on her way out because now she robbed a bank. Not only did she rob a bank in a wheelchair, but she robbed a bank and only got $100. The police caught up with Kenyatta Gordon 2 blocks away. Two. If you can't count, 2 is the number after 1 and before 3. 2 blocks away from the bank, because that's as far as she got. Making her great escape. I don't know if Kenyatta thought she was Professor X, because who is escaping from the bank in a wheelchair? I don't know. That is not my business. But I had to tell that story, and I had to tell it real quick. I don't even have anything else to say about that. I just want y'all to know that it happened. These people are out here suffering. They're out here, they need something. They need a stimuli. They need a stimulus. They need a stimulus. They need something, because these people are going through it. And now that part is not funny at all. I just want to make sure that you understand that I love the fact that you're watching me. Please keep watching me. And I thank you for tuning in to this new episode of Grover Takeover. Just remember that I need for you to like, I need for you to comment, I need for you to share, and I need for you to subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube. And also on YouTube, click that notification bell. I see you out there. I see all of you. Remember to have a good day, to have a good night, to have a good life. Don't you think I ever forgot it? Last week I might have typed it in there, but you see, I typed it on there. I didn't forget one bit. You guys tune in. Wait for me, because I'll be waiting for you for the next episode of Grover Takeover. Have a good week. I love you. You know I love you.